Welcome to Spotlight. I'm Terry Harrington. I'll be speaking with Bob Furtado from the Blue Water League of the Blind. Today's program is sponsored by Blue Water Developmental Housing. Well, Bob, welcome to Spotlight.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Well, you're here today to share about a conference that's coming up this spring to kind of give people with disabilities some a little oomph and some skills into getting the services that they need, aren't you?
Yes, I am. And this year, our conference is going to be concentrating on faith-based organizations and giving people with disabilities the opportunity to develop the tools that they need to be more participating within the faith-based organizations, but at the same time, giving these organizations the tools that they need so that they can provide those types of accommodations. Sometimes you have people with disabilities that really don't come forward and ask for a certain request for accommodations, that sort of thing. And the faith-based organizations, they realize that there are people that within their congregations that may be using a wheelchair, a walker, or a cane, or in some cases perhaps a white cane, or people with cognitive impairments might need something just a little bit different. And how do we help those people? All these organizations want to make sure that the people who attend really reflect the local community. And we recognize that in St. Clair County, there's a whole spectrum of people who have a variety of disabilities, and how can we best serve them?
Now, are you looking for people from the churches, because that's what you're focusing on right now, to come to this conference, or is it something for those who did disabilities to be able to go out and ask them, hey, can you provide this service, or can you provide this support for me to come to your services?
At this particular time, it's both, because we need the leaderships within the local churches to attend this so they become aware of the types of accommodations that are available even here in our local community. For example, the library has equipment that would allow churches to braille off the lyrics of hymns. Certainly we know about the ARC and community enterprises, and there are accommodations there that make this thing work. So it's really both. We need the leadership to be able to step forward at this particular time and say, we want to be more opening and more welcoming for our local community, but at the same time, we want to make sure that those people with a disability know what the options are and how to ask for certain accommodations in a polite way, but in an assertive way, to say that I do want to participate. And these are the types of things that would best help me and allow me to bring the things that I need to your organization, be it for education purposes or even participate in worship service.
Do you find in our community most people are willing to help, but they just don't know what to do?
I think that's a lot of the problem is that they're not aware of the types of international, national, even statewide organizations that can provide accommodations, so they really don't know how to help. And then that's true for both the faith-based organization and the leadership within there. They may have never heard of the Xavier Society for the Blind or the Jewish Braille International or some of those in the Islam faith. They just never heard of these types of things. And that's also true for the person with a disability. Maybe you just acquired it. And we may acquire it because of our age. I'm slowing down, now I need a cane, a walker, a wheelchair. And they simply don't know the types of accommodations that are out there. And hopefully that this conference will provide that type of information for them.
Okay, when and where is the conference, and how can people sign up?
Well, The conference is going to be on Saturday, March 22nd in the morning, and very important, we're going to provide food for them. So that's always important, over at St. Stephen's Church on 32nd Street. And I'm asking that people certainly provide an RSVP by March 11th, so that I can make sure that I have enough food and copies of that. And they could contact me either by email at stluciesguide@gmail.com, or simply give me a text.
Great. And so again, this is going to be on Saturday, March 22nd at
Yes.
St. Stephen's Church in Port Huron Township.
Yes.
Well, Bob, I want to thank you for just sharing. And, this is something I'm sure most people don't even realize, that we need some support, and to support those who have disabilities in our community.
Well, thank you very much.
And we want to thank you for joining us on Spotlight.